Once the rows kick in a marriage, it's very hard, isn't it? Because suddenly what was lovey-dovey, the sort of thing, when you were first dating, there were pet names, weren't they? Baby lamb, you remember that one? Oh yes, my little pet dove. And of course, as the years battle on, those names get to bigger animals, don't they? You know what I'm talking about, girls and boys? And suddenly there's arguments afoot. And when you think about it also, now you've got these two people who are literally trying to control their own narrative to the world. And it's not easy because they don't have the protection. They walked away from all of that. I don't mean security, but the protection of the monarchy, the people around them that would have said, this is a good move. We're going to get you introduced to this person. Suddenly you're meeting third-rate people that you wouldn't normally, of course, have bothered to mix with. But what you really need, the one powerful tool, according to a very well-placed source, which was a central argument, well, Harry let that just drift away. And apparently, according to that source, Meghan Markle was less than thrilled, which caused, once again, another argument behind the scenes. Let me explain. Morning, good to see you. You all right? I'm not bad, thank you. As we head towards coming the end of August, I can't believe it. Can you? Where do the months go? Because we've been talking now a long time together, and it is lovely to know you, it is lovely to have your company, but I often think because of, I remember last year making a lovely, well, I hope you liked it, I think you enjoyed it, the Christmas Day show, for those of us that might have been on our own on that particular day. And it was funny, because you start to look at things a little bit in advance, and I thought, it can't be coming up to that period already, or are we rushing things along? Do you find that? I know we often say that about the shops, putting like Christmas decks up or Easter eggs in before and stuff like that. But do you find yourself being pushed along without actually knowing it? Yeah, it's annoying, isn't it? Back as ever to your royal story of the day. Now, I find this not too surprising actually at all when you think about it, because we saw Harry over here recently on an ITV programme going on and on and on about how cruel the British press was, and this was all many years ago when he was alongside Hugh Grant, Charlotte Church and Paul Gasket, all basically saying their lives had been affected by hacking and stuff. And as I said to you before, deepest sympathies, but sometimes, as Prince William found out, it's best to draw a line, move on and centralise your life. Look at the positives that you have currently in your life. Harry seemingly can't do this. But you see, the bigger issue now is, once again, Meghan is literally furious, dripping with foam and anger. This is because you see the negative press that she's receiving from that now recent Colombia tour. And it's only herself to blame, or is it? You see, she apparently, and according to a well-placed source, as ever we have to say allegedly, but you know who I mean, Hugh Sussex too. The bottom line is this, that you see, she really thinks, well, why on earth did you ban the British media? Because they're going to write about it anyway. And Meghan's sort of style of dealing with negative press is this. You see, Harry, very much petulant, sulky, doesn't want to speak to them, quite rude to the reporters. Meghan paints on a rictus grin, a little bit like the guy from Wallace and Gromit, and just steps out and grins throughout it, hoping that you can't get a bad picture, a mask slip, or whatever these kids want to call it today. And then, of course, you can't write negative things. She hopes, and mainly positively, she gets to written about her fashion, her stance, her speech, the soap speech. You know the one I'm talking about? Yes, well, either way, it's always positive stuff, isn't it? Now, moving forward, she apparently gets very angry with the fact that Harry just takes it upon himself to say, no, we don't want the media, we'll control our own. She's found out once again, and this has resulted, as I say, into an explosive fight, particularly when she's now trying to launch herself on the world stage via a cooking show, and of course the American Riviera shambles, that is, that if you do something like that, and if you ban them, then you have no chance of getting any favourable media. He doesn't care, he's not selling anything, he's an ex-royal. This is the way he feels. He's already pointed out that he wishes his family had gone along with him, and he believes he's doing the right thing. Meghan, in her own sort of sanity, knows you need the media more than ever, and this eventually, as she sees it, will crumble her empire. Well, along with the many lies, of course, that's come her way. Either way, it's never a happy bunny in the land of Montecito. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.